Sorry, my husband just texted me. It's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video, we're going to be making a gorgeous, I always say gorgeous because I think they're all gorgeous, spring wreath. We're going to be using an 18-inch, a 14-inch. This is a 14-inch grapevine. I don't know why I said 18-inch. We're going to be making a 14-inch grapevine, and we're going to be using a variety of greenery and florals. I'm so excited. I love this. I love blue for spring, and I also have some ribbon. So let me just move the camera down. Let me know if you guys can see me. I see Catherine and Verlene and Evelyn. Hi guys, happy you're here. All right, so let's just go over the things I'm going to use really quick, and then I'll move the camera down. All right, so I have this mix of greenery. I've used it in another wreath I did here live. I have one of these left, so I thought this would be a good wreath to use it on. And then I have my ruscus. I think last time I used it, I pronounced it ruckus. Ruscus. I just forgot the other S. So we're going to use some of this. Hi, yay, Kate, you caught a live. Awesome, happy to have you here. And then I have these apple blossoms. If you watched one of my vlogs from last summer, I grabbed these in Michael's summer sale, 60% off. Yay. Hey, Pamela from Southern California. Happy you're here. Hey, Trish. Hey, Marion. Okay, I also have these, it's called mascari. I call them something else, but they're cute. I used them in, these are all things you've probably seen me use before. I've used these in a spring moss wreath here on the channel, so I'm reusing this. And I also use these in the same spring moss wreath. So any kind of little wildflower mix, I love these. They're so pretty. And I believe that's all we're going to use. Oh, that's not all we're going to use. I'm also going to use a bow. Well, ribbon. I'll make a bow. So that's what we're going to do. The wire cutters I recommend, Marion, they are in the description of this video. I can't remember the name of them. Klein tools, I believe, but the exact ones I use, I linked in the description. I kept losing a pair, and so I actually ordered these exact ones, and they are the exact ones I use. I have two. So if I lose one pair, I have a backup. I love them so much. All right. So many comments coming in. Hi from Canada, Elaine. Awesome. JC. Holly. Holly just opened her Etsy shop last week. Yay. All right. Let's get down here. Wow. That was the smoothest I've ever done that. Just, that's exciting. Also, I just wanted to let you know. So this is from a summer sale. This is fall ribbon that I picked up at Michael's. This is fall, and I saw it, and I thought this would be perfect for spring also. So I love it. I'm excited. Let me move this back a little bit. Maria, hi from the UK. Can you give me an advice for promoting on Etsy? I've got a whole Etsy playlist that I think will be helpful for you. So that's what I would do. Watch that or join my VIP group. Sorry to plug that, but I basically have an Etsy course in there. It's very helpful, but I've got so much free content here on YouTube. I'm going to move this up just a tad. Here, I thought I did it good, but well, all right. That's fine, I guess. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, Maria, this is your first time on my live. Oh, good. I'm glad you made it. Deidre from Ireland. Hi. Christine from Texas. Evelyn. Hi. Okay, I'm trying to, it's hard to keep up with all these comments. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting this. This is old from Michael's. I mean, they still get things like that, but I'm just kind of, they haven't gotten a lot of their spring stuff in. So the wreaths I've been making lately for spring and things like that, these are just things that I've gathered from end of season sales and things I just have in my stash. So I always try and stock up on things I think I'll use when there's a sale, of course. Anyway, I'm getting distracted now. Thank you. You like my hair? I know it's shorter. I cut it off. I like it too. So I'm actually going to make a bow first, and so I have a point of reference for my other things. And I have not made a bow in such a long time. I have a really detailed tutorial in the description. It's a free tutorial in the description of this video if you want to check that out. But it's been a while because I did a lot of skinny bows this year. So I haven't made just a regular legit bow in a while. This ribbon is a little flimsy. Probably not the best quality, but I love the color. So I'm just going to go with it. And looks like the pattern is mainly on the outside, so it's really important that you twist. Wait, I guess it's kind of on both sides, but you really want to twist so the pattern is on the outside. Hi, everybody. So glad you're here. Okay, I'm going to redo this one. Put this one over here. There we go. If you want more details on making this bow, like I said, I would definitely check my free tutorial because I'm so rusty. And I never use any of the, I know a lot of people really like to use there's like bow makers and things like that. Here, I'll try to hold this out better. But I don't really use those. I just do my own thing, kind of. I try to have as little stuff as possible. I'm the same way in the kitchen. Okay, this did not. There we go. Okay, and I'm just using a pipe cleaner. Okay, this is weird. I did this wrong. This is not right. See, I even messed up on my own. Here we go. If this doesn't come out right, I apologize. I'm gonna have to watch my own tutorial. I think I just made it too big for this wreath. What do you think? Do you think that's too big for this? It's pretty big. That's okay. So I'm just twisting the pipe cleaners on the back. There we go. Now I'm going to make it a little smaller. See, this is what you get when you catch me live. You can see all of my mistakes and watch me redo things. I should have just made the bow beforehand, but especially since I'm rusty. I made it too big. I don't want it to be quite as big for this wreath. So I'm just going to redo it really quick. I apologize. And I just eyeball it. I don't even measure. Maybe if I measured, I wouldn't have had to redo it. That's okay. I don't mind. It's good practice. So I just have 3 loops on each side. And then I have a middle loop there. That's better. It's a little bit smaller than the first one I made. Okay. And then I'm just putting the pipe cleaner right through the middle. And I'll fluff it up. The wreaths are all about fluffing. So I'll fluff it up a little bit. And then I'll definitely do more fluffing at the end because this ribbon is very flimsy, but it's so pretty. Okay, so I am just going to cut the bottom at an angle, and then I will adjust the end size at the end. I'm going to leave it a little, I want to make it at least as long as the other one, and then I'll adjust at the end. Isn't this color pretty? I agree, Marion. Okay, so I only wanted to make that first. I know a lot of people put their bows on first, but I actually put it on toward the end. So let's see, I've already trimmed up the grapevine, so you don't have to suffer through me doing that. But you just figure out where you want your bow. Oh, Nanette, you were right. It makes us think we aren't failing when we make mistakes. Oh, I make them too. I make them all the time. And I really haven't made many of these bows recently. So I'm just going to figure out where I want this. So that's where my bow is going to be. And I'm going to make my other greenery go around it. So since I only have one of these, I want to make sure it's pretty evenly distributed. So we're just keeping that point in our heads. Charlotte asks, are you going to do Easter wreaths? And I think so. I actually grabbed a bunny grapevine thing. I normally don't do like specific theme holiday wreaths. I do kind of like, this could be considered an Easter wreath because it has these pastel colors and things like that. But I might do an actual Easter wreath that's specifically Easter related. I also have a cross grapevine that I picked up from Hobby Lobby last year or the year before. I think it was actually the year before when everything opened up after being closed for a long time in 2020 for, you know, the pandemic. So they had all of their spring and Easter stuff just automatically 80% off when the stores opened because they weren't able to be open during spring. So, which is sad for the store, but I got a lot of great deals and that's one of the things I got. So hopefully that'll be something to look forward to. So I'm just putting this around, oops, the wreath. Let's see. It's not perfect, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect yet. It will be. We're just kind of getting the shape of our wreath down right now. I'm going to add in a little bit extra glue on top just in case. Sometimes I do that if I feel like I didn't get good contact. It's another reason why I love using glue guns as opposed to glue pots. Now I'm just going to check on my bow for reference once again. And then I might need two of these. I only grabbed one, but I have some on my wall behind me. I love this greenery so much. It's so pretty. Kelly says, thank you for always sharing a wonderful recent process with us. Truly appreciate it. I'm so grateful for the guidance. Oh, I'm so grateful you're here. I love doing this. Seriously, it's so fun. Let me cut that. And it wouldn't be as fun if no one wanted to watch. So thank you. All right. Oops. Okay, so I'm just kind of filling in the gaps with this other greenery, doing the same thing. Keeping the shape, kind of filling it in. Marion says, you have a natural talent and make it seem so easy. You are so sweet. I don't know if I made that bow seem very easy. Oops, this came off. I haven't done one in a while. But I do love this. I love plants in general, like real ones. And so I don't know, it's fun. I always say I have the best job ever because I get to make wreaths all day. It's very fun. This is not ficus. This is ruscus. It's really similar though in the shape and everything. I just took the tag off. I opened it in one of my wholesale unboxings. It's from one of the wholesale companies. I can't remember which one right now. But I have a cheat sheet of my suppliers in the description if you want one. You might already have it. I don't know. But I list both wholesale and retail. But these are from a wholesale company. So I'm just putting these little pieces up here to keep the shape of the wreath. And then I think I'll add this down here. I've never made this wreath before. I just kind of gathered some things that I thought looked pretty in my wreath room, and I hope it all comes together. I kind of have a little bit of a formula for how I pick out my greenery. It has to do with different textures and kind of the same colors. You could also add lamb's ear to this. That would look really pretty. Just to show you, I think the color would be really pretty with lamb's ear in here. Maybe I'll add some, I don't know. We'll see. Simona, hey, it's so relaxing watching you. I'm from Romania, a small country in Europe. Right now, I repair something with my sewing machine and I listen to you. Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. Verlene says, love the use of 2 shades of green. Yeah, and they're kind of similar. I think this one's really versatile because it can go with warmer tones and cooler tones. So I like that. All right, now we're on to these florals. These really fill it in. These apple blossoms or cherry blossoms. I'm not sure. I actually use these in, my featured wreath in my VIP group this month, which they haven't gotten it yet, but I use these in it. I love them. Hi, Mel from Canada. Happy you're joining us today. I know this was a little bit last minute, as I do things. Okay, let's see. Yes. Marion says, I love those flowers, so delicate, aren't they? And they really fill in so well. I just love it. I used something similar in one of my earlier tutorials. It's actually my most popular video. It's a year-round wreath. And this is kind of the same idea that I did in that wreath. And the nice thing about these is they come together so quickly. So it makes a really nice addition if you have an Etsy shop. It's nice to have those wreaths that sell well and you can make quickly, because then you're not working all the time. Okay. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? Just with that, we don't even need to add anything else. But of course this blue. Man, I don't even know if I need to add these. Just playing around. Don't mind me. Okay. So I'm gonna, save these. I don't know if I'm gonna need them. So now I'm gonna use these. Oh, Marion, you're in Scotland and struggle getting thick grapevine wreaths. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so notice how I'm just pulling those apart like that, and I'm cutting them And since the center one doesn't have any leaves, I just borrow from these. Or not borrow, I take them. There. Kate, you say that you actually love that it's not eucalyptus or lamb's ear. Oh, good. I know, I tend to use those all the time. They're just such a good staple. It's fun to mix it up sometimes, isn't it? So I am just going to distribute these all the way around the wreath. And I hope you guys notice that I'm kind of just, well, this is kind of a difficult spot here. Ah. Well, come on. So I'm just sticking, for most of these things, I'm just sticking the tip in of the florals and then letting it kind of flow out. Makes it look really natural. Is it Kayla? Watching all the way from Malaysia. Oh, wow. Welcome. What time is it over there? Okay. I just love this pop of blue. I don't even think I need the wildflower mix, but I'll probably use it anyway because it's fun. It's hard to find good quality blue flowers, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of them look really fake, but these are just so perfect. I love them, and they're rubbery, so I think they'd be very weather resistant also. All right, so now I'm going to do the other side with my other one. Judy says lamb's ear would look nice with the ribbon color. Yes, I know. And that's one of the reasons I was tempted to use it. But I don't think I'm going to. But you totally can. I think it would look great as well. So, ooh, this thing always falls over. Oh, I forgot to take some of these. It's 3:35 a.m. in Malaysia. Wow. That is early or late, depending on your perspective. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay. I'm going to keep checking on my bow to make sure I'm covering enough stuff. It's so pretty. Oops. It always looks weird until I put the bow on. It looks so unfinished, but I just really like to see where I'm putting all my stems. It's helpful for me. So glad you like it, Kate. Samantha, hello from Washington. We don't make enough blue wreaths. It is stunning. I know, I am the same. I am always drawn to pink, but this year I'm trying to do a lot more yellow and blue because they always sell really well, and I just think they're so pretty. All right, so this has a little bit of purple, a little bit of cream and white, just so much fun texture. You could totally leave the wreath as it is, just like this, and I think it'd be just great. I don't think you need anything else. I might regret putting other things in, I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway. Just to add some more interest. And these have really nice long stems. I don't think I need them that long, but it is nice. Any tips for a newbie? Samantha, let's see. I think grapevines are the best. Get a good quality greenery. You can even get a greenery bush that has different kinds of greenery. That makes it really easy, so you don't have to think about mixing different things. And then get a floral mix like this. It's really simple. And then make a bow. So do this kind of style. You can just get a greenery mix, a floral mix, and just start sticking them around like this. I also highly recommend having a good pair of wire cutters, because the ones they sell at craft stores are garbage. I shouldn't say that, but they're not great. These are mine. I'd highly recommend them. I have these linked in the description of the video if you want to see exactly what I use. I think they're great, and yeah, I can't imagine cutting florals all day with things that don't work very well. And then I would recommend the glue. I like Gorilla Glue. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but I think it's really good. It has a better hold than other brands, I think. So that's what I would recommend. I hope that's helpful. And yeah. And also, when you're putting these into the grapevine, do it along the grain of the grapevine so you don't have a bunch of twigs sticking out. See, there's a couple long ones. I can trim them off, but for the most part, everything is really into the grapevine. I hope that helps. Carolyn says, Jenny, love to watch you work. Made my first wreath using grapevine wreath and greenery yesterday. 72 years old and found a new love. Oh, that is awesome. Carolyn, that's so cool. Okay, so I'm just spreading these around. I think it still looks pretty good. Oh yeah, such a fun springy wreath. A little bit on the inside. And this kind of has all small flowers. You can do a mix that has bigger flowers, so it's not all the same. I just really like these wildflowers a lot. Or you could add berries, anything that you can find right now that is springy, I think would be great. Because I don't know about you, but it's really sad when you go in hoping to find spring florals and they're still not out yet. So I'm just using up what I have, what I've saved from previous years, and thankfully that's been doing well. All right, I've got, I want to make sure I don't neglect the back here. Elaine, I'm not sure where in Canada you would buy wholesale florals and greenery. I mean, I have a lot of Canadians in my group that buy wholesale up in Canada, but I am not 100% sure where they do that. So, I don't know. I know some of the ones I use, I can't remember which one off the top of my head. They do ship internationally, but the minimum you have to buy is a lot. Like $2,500, I think, or something like that. So that's not always doable for everyone. Michelle says, do you have any tips or ideas on how to set up a small bedroom to make crafts, especially wreaths? Well, mine is our guest bedroom in my house. It's the smallest bedroom in my house. And I do have, I mean, it was very messy. I'm not super organized. But I have a video on the makeover I did for it. I'm ashamed of the before. It looks so bad. But, yeah, you can watch that. But I would recommend shelves. I have a big shelf from Costco right in front of me, and that's great. Ludi Lima Creation says Toronto, Montreal for the wholesaler. Or Montreal. I can't say that right. I know. I say it the American way. Well, that's good to know. Thank you. For your question about the small space craft room, I mean, I have a whole wall. My husband made it shiplap, but we cut off one side of the shiplap so the tongue and groove don't go together. So you have it here, and then instead of having the other side go down like that, we shaved off this part so it's just like this. And then I put S-hooks in here, and it hangs baskets on my wall, and that's been great. I love that. So now I'm going to add the bow. You know, some people don't like when I get too chatty, and some people do. So for those of you who don't like when I get chatty, so sorry. On my shelves, Anne wants to know what I keep on my shelves. It's kind of a mess right now. On the very top, I have my out-of-season bins, and then I have boxes and boxes all the way to the ceiling. So I'm just putting this on the back. Let me cut off the extra. And then I just have boxes of florals. That's what I have. And then I take them out of the boxes and put them on the wall behind me. I also have boxes of florals elsewhere in my house that doesn't all fit in here. But I used to keep baskets in there too. But if you watch my wreath room makeover, you can see the whole setup of my wreath room. It's a little cleaner then than it is now. I'm working on it actually right now. But anyway, Marion says, love your chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've had some really mean comments in the past about people not liking it. So, you know, there's some of all of us out here. All right. Oh, Betty, you are the sweetest. Thanks for giving us all something beautiful to look forward to spring. I love the colors you're using. Ships are still on coast with merchandise. I know. It's so frustrating. All right. Well, here it is. I'll move the camera back up. All right. Yay. Okay. Here is our wreath. Isn't it pretty? Oh, it's so nice and fluffy. I love it. And it can hang just straight from the grapevine, or I usually just tie a little jute loop right here. A lot of people ask me about that. I can do it right now if you want. Here. I just have some jute twine, and I know you can't see what I'm doing now because I moved the camera up, but all I do is I find out where I want it to hang, and then I just stick some twine through the back. Sometimes I have to use wire. I've showed this in more detail, but I just do that. And then Brenda says, who complains about chatting on a free video? Somebody who's not happy in their life, I think. I don't know. I don't, but you know, everybody's different. So there we go. Here's my little loop on the back. That's all I do. And here's our wreath. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. All right. Well, thank you everyone who's here. I appreciate you being here. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and enjoy videos like this. And share it with a friend. Sharing is like giving me a big hug. I just love it when you guys do that. And it just helps other people learn how to make wreaths too. So yes, this is a 14-inch grapevine. Thank you. All right. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.